Well, no wonder federal workers aren't getting back to investigators. A lot of them are too busy watching porn. And I thought we were over this stuff when some SEC employees were caught, well, looking at the stuff. The Washington Times says this goes deeper. I mean wider. I mean it's more involved than we thought. To Kate Rogers, who's been checking it out, not the porn. The guy's apparently looking at it. Kate.
Neil, government employees busted for watching porn say it's not their fault. They were just bored. A lack of work has led to watching X-rated videos on the job and on your dime. One worker even watched for 8 hours a day while working at the Federal Communications Commission. And you know what? It gets worse because these workers rarely face criminal prosecution for time or attendance fraud. The Washington Times says the FCC declined to comment on how it handled the worker with the 8-hour-a-day habit, but said it follows Office of Personnel Management guidelines on these matters. It's not just porn, though, because paralegals at the U.S. Patent Trial and Appeal Board were also caught on dating sites, online shopping, and more while they were on the job. According to a recent report, these workers were paid bonuses for years, totaling an estimated $4 million paid out for time that they weren't actually working. Back to you.
So wait a minute, they were on porn sites and then shopping at the same time? Were they shopping on porn sites?
I don't know what the order was, but they were doing both.
Despicable. Not you, Kate, but this whole country. All right, Kate Rogers. Well, for bored federal employees not looking at porn, this next site may be just for them. Online matchmaker eHarmony announcing plans to launch a new service that will pair job seekers with their ideal boss, using the same process it uses to match people looking, well, for their ideal love. eHarmony CEO Neil Clark-Warren is the guy behind it all. Very good to have you back with us. How does this work? How do you hook people up to the right boss?
Well, Neil, we've had over 600,000 marriages on eHarmony.com, and we have a divorce rate of only 3.86%. But we have a basic problem, and that is we've spent over $1 billion on advertising. We have only one product. We're pretty good at matching. We think we can take that matching to the employment area, and we can help people find the job they'll really fit with. And we do that on the basis of getting them to the right culture, the culture that fits with them, and getting them through the org chart to the right boss who can really match up with them. And we think over time we'll be as successful with employment as we are with matching for marriage.
Well, I hope you're right, Neil, but the bosses don't stay around long, and I think in this environment a lot of potential employees are beggars that can't be choosers. They'll settle on any job, even if it's reporting to a boss who's more like Attila Vaughn.
Yeah, the average length of a job in the United States, Neil, by the way, I love having your name Neil because we have the same name.
Divine
I can remember it. Yeah, it's like Warren Buffett.
Sure.
I always say, what's his first name again? It's my name. But at any rate, the average length of a job in the United States is only 4.5 years. We think that's really sad because there's such a loss of productivity and such a difficulty for the person in moving from one job to another. We think that it's not a mystery why that happens. No deep matching has been done in the area of employment, and we think we'll be able to contribute that. That's what we hope very much.
But what do you do, Neil? Do you give them a survey, like and say, I don't like bosses who are always looking over my shoulder, or what kind of questions do they have to answer?
Well, we start off with the matter of culture. We want every person in the company that we're working with to take a culture test. It's relatively small. We're interested in what they're looking for in their work and what kind of conditions that they want. And then after culture, we begin to look at the personality characteristics of the applicant and the personality characteristics of the person to whom they will report. And that, along with the people who will work in the same unit with them, we have found over our 3 years of testing really makes for a huge difference in the overall satisfaction of both the bosses and the company and the applicants.
You could get a 2-for-1 deal, Neil. They could hook up with at work with their ideal person, right? You never know.
Say that one more time, Neil.
No, it's a stupid point I made. I'm just saying that they could combine your services, find their perfect date, at work at the job you get them. That was my
Well,
immediate reaction after I said it, too.
want-
No, Neil, you're being kind. Dr. Neil Clark Warren, the inspiration behind eHarmony, the CEO and founder